Hello to all of you. So in this lecture, we continue this module, management of water resources and related infrastructure. So first of all, what is a water smart city? Clear. In this smart city, they control all the water distribution system and what are the sources of pollutant which pollute the water. So it's a type of city that emphasize to use a water properly. Clear. So that type of city called smart city, water smart city. So there are water smart city approach. So that approach is a one type of visionary approach, which, which is to integrate sustainable urban planning and water management and the aims to minimize the hydrological impact of urban development on the surrounding environment. So all in all, the approach is and the aim is to mitigate the hydrological impact on urban development and also its surrounding environment. So there are three types of approach. First one, cities as water supply catchment. Clear? So city would have different types of water resource delivered through integrated mixtures of centralized and decentralized infrastructures at a various scale. So that city can be granted with the flexibility to access portfolio of sources, at least environmental, social, and economical. Means cities have different types of sources. Means they collect raw water from different types of source locations like a well, river, dam. Clear. So that it is a mixtures of water, which is centralized or decentralized infrastructures at a different scale. Means that plant, which is a small scale, and there are other plants which are larger scale to distribute the water. So that portfolio, which is at least source of environmental, social, and economical cost. Then second one, cities providing ecosystem service and increased livability. Clear. The integrations of urban landscape design means the urban cities design and grid infrastructure based on solution can help capture water management. Means that urban cities design and that particular green infrastructure which is based on the sustainable water management. Clear. And also that mitigate means to reduce the urban heat island effect and contribute local food production, support biodiversity, and cut down the greenhouse gas emissions. Then third, and in second, the nature-based solution for water management is possible to protect and enhance the water system urban developments, protect water quality, training for urban development, reduce runoff and peak flows from urban development by emplacing local detention measure and minimizing impervious area. You know that what is the meaning of runoff, peak flow. So that conditions can be mitigated or reduced by providing some measures. Clear? So these are the second topic. Then third one, cities compromising in water smart communities and institutions. So communities live in ecologically sustainable lifestyle and are aware of ongoing balance and tension between consumption and conservation of the city, natural capital, industry, professional capacity to innovate and adapt as a reflective recipients government policies means that everyone knows about the how much amount of water are retained or stored in particular source and how much amount of water in that which are drinkable means pure to drink means potable water. So that particular individual balance between the tension between the consumption and conservation. Clear. So that means city citizens compromising water smart communities and institutions. and all stakeholders are needed to realize water smart city. The next one, what are the solution? What are the water smart city solution and benefits? So first of all, we discuss about water smart cities solution. First one, restore the natural drainage capacity of cities by introducing natural based solutions. So there are total six subtopics are included. First one, retention, then second one, infiltration, then third one, water storage, fourth one, water treatment, then fifth one, water adaptive water management, and sixth one, water drainage. The retention means how to water retain when or in monsoon season. Clear? And infiltration means water percolate into the ground. That called infiltrate. So when maximum amount of water infiltrate to the ground, so the groundwater storage or the groundwater table obviously rise, so we can use that particular water. Then third one, water storage. So how can you store a water in monsoon season? That called a rainwater harvesting. So that topic will be discussed in this model. Clear? Then water treatment. So you know that there are different types of treatment process. Clear? In water treatment to treat or to what to make a water to drink. Clear? Then adaptive water management system. So there are different types of methods, or there are different types of small structures are used, like in irrigations. There are different types of method used to water manage or water used properly. Then last one, water drainage system. So in monsoon season, you know that there are particular no drain are provided in particular area. So due to that, water will not drain out, so that water logged or water logging occurred. So in particular low lying area or low lying cities area, there are water that's area water logged. Yeah, so that are total six topics include restore the natural drainage capacity by introducing natural based solutions. So these are the natural based solution. Clear? The next one, closing the urban water cycle. So there are total five topics in this urban water cycle. First one, reduce water use, improve water efficiency, water storage, water treatment, and water reuse. So how can you reduce the water use? Clear? By applying some methods. Clear? By applying some charges, by applying smart watering system. Then second one, improve water efficiency. How can you improve water efficiency? So you can use like in shower. So you can use some particular devices. Clear? Which is automatically. So that efficiency of water usage will be improved. Then water storage. So in water storage, before that in natural, so there are some ponds or lakes, clear, are created, but in urban city, rainwater harvesting are created for water storage in monsoon period. Then water treatment process. So in modern method, there are different types of like clarifications, desalinations. There are different types of method used in water. Then water use. So that particular water are used for some washing a cloth and like washing of vegetables. Done. So that water will be reused to some like a gardening or planting, clear, or to watering a crop. So that called water reuse. So these are the solutions in water smart city. And what are the benefits? So benefits, or we can say that advantages. So creating attractive place where people want to live, work, and play through the integration of water and green spaces. So first one, it create an attractive place so that people can live joyful. Then second one, provide public space for recreation, social interaction, and physical activity. Then third one, increase of property value of building close to green space or open water. Obviously, when the your row house is built near about that particular river, so the value of property obviously double that particular urban area. Then fourth one, reduce flood risk and protect and improve the quality of ground and surface water from polluted runoff, improving soil moisture, replenish depleted groundwater levels. So obviously you use different types of method to store water like a pond, thalawadi. So the groundwater storage or the groundwater level obviously increased, and obviously improving natural habitats and obviously improving biodiversity because waters are available in ground. Provide society with a valuable supply of water. So that are the advantages, or we can say that benefits of water smart city. The next one, roadmap towards water smart city. So how can you go to the water smart city? What are the steps which are uh, in water smart city? Clear. So that municipality need to have leading a role in this transitions. Means that that city will be convert into water smart city. So what are the main role of municipality? Clear, or AMC we can say that in Ahmedabad. So they decide the goals and ambition for the city, how this goal can be reached and realize that project. So there are total 6 steps are included in converting into water smart city. So first one, identify the challenges and opportunity of the city. So you can know that what are the sources of water in particular Ahmedabad, clear. So and identify the different types of problems issue in that particular opportunity. Then second step, a water smart city vision for your city. So you create a one type of vision or goal to that particular city. Then third step, explore co-creation opportunities. Means do some work for that particular to fulfill their vision or goal. And fourth one, co-design solutions. Clear. So in this particular, like we plan a dam near Ahmedabad or on Sabarmati River. Clear. So the design will be very important factor. So define design or create some design for that particular solution or vision. And fifth one, define solid business case. And sixth one, implement and evaluate. So constructing a dam on Sabarmati River. So that called implement and evaluate. So Ahmedabad city will be benefited or not. Clear. So these are the total 6 steps which are included to convert water smart city. The next one, rainwater harvest. What is the meaning of rainwater harvest? Harvest means collect. So it is the simple process or one type of technology to conserve rainwater by collecting, storing, conveying, and purifying of rainwater that runs from or that comes from rooftop, parks, road, open grounds, and and that water can be used after some time. So that rainwater harvesting system, there are two types: storage in receptacles and recharge into the aquifer. Means storage into tank. Otherwise, they recharge aquifer. Means they recharge the groundwater level. So there are two types of water rainwater harvesting system. First one, surface runoff harvesting. Then second one, runoff rainwater harvesting. Here, surface runoff means that water collect from surface. Clear, and that used for recharging groundwater level or aquifer by some method. Then second one, rooftop rainwater harvesting. Clear? It is a system of catching rainwater where it falls. Like in rooftop harvesting, the roof becomes the catchment area. So that rainwater is collected from the roof. That why we called rooftop harvesting, rainwater harvesting. Clear? So this method is very cheap, or we can say the less expensive and also effective. Clear? Then what are the objective of rainwater harvesting? So first one, increase available water during dry season, reduce flooding and erosion. Third one, prevent overuse of aquifers, and fourth one, save. What are the advantages? So the cost of recharge to the subsurface reservoir is also lower than the surface reservoir. Clear? Subsurface and surface reservoir. Subsurface means below the ground, and surface means above the ground. Second one, it helps minimize the possibility of river drying up because the groundwater level also increase. So the river drying up, it is a minimum possibility. Then third one, reduce erosion and flooding around buildings. Clear? And due to that erosion, many buildings are fell. Clear? In previous past. Then fourth one, an aqueduct means for irrigation purpose. Fifth one, reduce demand on groundwater. So that are objective and advantages of rainwater harvesting. The next one, storage of water. Clear? So the storage of water will be discussed in next session.